Hey everybody, welcome back to A Matter of Life and Maiden, the podcast of the Beast. I am Joe Labriola, and today this is episode 34 of the podcast. Today's a pretty special episode because just yesterday, my girlfriend and I just got back from seeing Iron Maiden on the Future Past Tour 2024. They played in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the PPG Paints Arena, and it was my 10th time seeing them and her first time, and she absolutely loved them. She's a big Ronnie Dio fan. She loves Ronnie, so she was like, that was amazing. That was the closest thing to Ronnie I think I've ever seen live. Very theatrical. She really enjoyed it. Premium mile seating in PPG. Wow, what an experience. Another tour that I've seen that just, it's mind-blowing. The band is mind-blowing. The thing that was special about this tour for me was seeing the songs from somewhere in time that they hadn't played ever before, besides, this tour, basically talking about Alexander the Great, and Caught Somewhere in Time and Stranger in a Strange Land, which I haven't played for, 25, 30 years, 35 years or more. So, for me, that was incredibly special, because if you've been listening to the podcast, you'll know that Somewhere in Time is my most relatable album. Adrian Smith is my favorite guitarist in the band, and it was so cool. It gave me a feeling of, it was almost the same kind of elation I got when they announced the Somewhere Back in Time tour in 2008, and they played Rhyme, a song at that point in time they hadn't played for almost 25 years. So it was just this feeling of holy shit, I'm going to see songs I've never seen played before live. And it delivered on every single level. It was phenomenal. The solos were amazing. They still sound amazing. Bruce was great. Steve was great. Nico's great. Yan, Dave, Adrian. The stage set and production, I'll say this. Coming from Legacy of the Beast, the 2022 set and the 2019 set, it wasn't as grandiose of a spectacle. They didn't put as much theatrics that way into it. They did have some really cool stuff. They had 3 Eddies come out. They had a Stranger in a Strange Land Eddie come out. They had Cyborg Eddie come out for Heaven Can Wait, and Bruce is shooting a laser cannon at him, and Eddie shooting his gun off at Bruce. And then they had Senjutsu Eddie come out for Iron Maiden. And then the big blow-up backdrop Iron Maiden was the Stratego single cover Eddie. So that was really, really cool. But comparatively, in terms of actual stage production and kind of gimmicks and the stage stuff that they had, it wasn't quite as big as I would say any of the other tours I've seen. It was kind of on the smaller scale. It kind of reminded me of the Final Frontier tour in a way. I think it was a little better than that in terms of the actual stuff that happened on stage, but they didn't do a lot of zany and crazy stuff like they had done on Somewhere Back in Time, and they had done, especially in particular, most recently on the Legacy of the Beast tour. That set was filled with almost every song had some kind of stage presentation and gimmick, and it was a very, very theatrical and prop heavy stage set. This was an amazing light show though, so I want to say that. Not that their light show is not amazing in general, but it was really cool to see the lighting rig up at the top. It almost looked like Terrell Corporation, Pyramid or something from Blade Runner, and the opening theme was Vangelis's Blade Runner theme from the movie Blade Runner. So it was really, really cool. And then, like I said, just seeing those songs from Somewhere in Time, and then the songs I hadn't seen from Senjutsu. I really enjoyed Days of Future Past. I really enjoyed Time Machine. I really enjoyed Death of the Celts and Hell on Earth were astounding live. They were absolutely phenomenal. And they did do some extra production with Hell on Earth. They added a lot of flame torches on the stage for that song, which was really, really cool. And I enjoyed it. But it was, like I said, a more futuristic production. They had a big screen in the background and 2 side screens. And then outside of those screens, there were the 2 side screens that you could actually, the cameraman would zoom in so you could see he was playing solos, vice versa, singing. So that was cool. But it was slightly different, it wasn't quite as grandiose as a spectacle as some of the other stuff. They didn't go overboard with it. not quite to the level of Legacy of the Beast, or even when I saw them play the Made in England tour with all the props and stuff they had for that in 2012 when I saw them do that show. And like I said, Somewhere Back in Time, and even the Book of Souls World Tour wasn't quite as prop heavy or as gimmick heavy as those tours. So it kind of reminds me, like I said, of the Final Frontier. But with that aside, still unbelievable. Just so fortunate and grateful to see all the songs that I got to see, stuff that I never thought I would ever see in my lifetime. And they nailed it. That they open up with Blade Runner, the end titles from the movie, and then they go into Caught Somewhere in Time, which I had been dying to see the songs. I've been a Maiden fan for 20 years, and when I fell in love with the Somewhere in Time album right around 2008, I just loved the song, and I was like, man, they're never going to play it live because, up till they announced the Future Past Tour last year, or played the Future Past Tour in 2023, this was the only album really from the 80s that they had never really done an extensive kind of like catalog with in the modern era. They kind of played a couple songs here and a couple songs there. We never had like a live recording or a live DVD of this record. Live After Death was all about Power Slave. They did Made in England for Seventh Son in the 80s. They never really had anything for Somewhere in Time. They had bits and pieces of it, but they never really filmed a full concert. And now we got it. The modern era of Maiden fans gets their own Somewhere on Tour, basically, mixed with Senjutsu. So it was kind of like a double album tour in a way, which was awesome. Seeing Caught Somewhere in Time live, it was mind-blowing. It was awesome that they opened with it, and then they went right into Stranger in a Strange Land. That was unbelievable. So here's the full set. Caught Somewhere in Time, Stranger in a Strange Land, Writing on the Wall, Days of Future Past, The Time Machine, The Prisoner, Death of the Celts, Can I Play with Madness, Heaven Can Wait, Alexander the Great, which in my opinion was the crown jewel of the entire concert. It was phenomenal. It reminded me of Rhyme the Ancient Mariner, like I said, when I saw them play on Somewhere Back in Time. Just mind-blowing. Fear the Dark is always pretty good. Iron Maiden, and then the encore was Hell on Earth, which was absolutely phenomenal. The Trooper, and then they closed again, just like they did on the Book of Souls World Tour with Wasted Years. It's an awesome closer. I love it in the closing position. I think it's just one of those songs that could universally be there. That, Run of the Hills, and Hallowed Be Thy Name are all amazing closers. And I saw them close Running Free several times too, which was actually a really cool closer too. But I love Wasted Years as the last song. It's really cool, especially fits this tour and this set. But what a phenomenal set list. Very, very unique and, very, very different. And I said this before. I've said this when I kind of did a video when they first announced the tour. If you're like a casual Maiden fan or you want to go to a concert and see the greatest hits, like this wasn't the tour for you to go on. I feel like Legacy of the Beast had a really nice mix of stuff throughout their entire catalog and their entire career. And I think that was probably for modern era and, older era stuff, like the golden era stuff with Bruce. That was probably like the greatest hits, quote unquote, set list, because it had everything. It had newer stuff, it had older stuff, it had a really nice mixture of stuff. And then, for really hardcore 80s fans, and in particular talking about fans of the 5 albums with Bruce in the 80s, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Somewhere in Time, and Seventh Son, Somewhere Back in Time was just another phenomenal set list. Legacy of the Beast and Somewhere Back in Time in particular, two of the greatest, concert set lists ever in my opinion, and in particular in the history of Iron Maiden. They were unbelievable. This one was more of, and I've said this, it really honed in on Somewhere in Time and Senjutsu. And then there were a couple other songs sprinkled in. So it was like a 5, 5, and 5. 5 from Senjutsu, 5 from Somewhere in Time, and then 5 songs throughout the catalog. Nothing from the newer stuff, though. It was all older 80s and 90s stuff mixed in. The 90s song being Fear the Dark. Other than that, the other 4 songs are from the 80s. They had The Prisoner, they had Iron Maiden, and they had The Trooper. So With that being said, though, like, what a killer set. It was just ingenious of them to do this. And to give those fans, I mean, the place was packed. Like, the arena was still packed. It was like, I don't know if it was sold out. I think I might have saw a few seats here or there that were empty, but for the most part, that place had to be at like 85-90% capacity. And it was unbelievable. Last time I saw them play at PPG, it was a completely sold out show, and it was damn close this time. So, yeah. What is there to say? I want to go into probably another episode down the road after this. I want to go into how many times I've seen every Maiden song on the sets list I've seen live, and I've actually created the list already. So what I did is I went down through every set list that I've ever seen live, and then picked every song and put like beside it in parentheses, like first time I saw it, second time I saw it, third time I saw it, etc., etc. And then kind of just put numbers there as like how many times in total. But, going through and making that list was cool because it was like, when I first saw Iron Maiden, it was somewhere back in time in 2008, East Rutherford, New Jersey. And that's the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner from that concert is on the Flight 666 record, the DVD and the live record. So, I mean, that's always going to be probably my number one. I don't think that's ever going to be surpassed. This was awesome for the fact, in a different way. It was awesome because it was an album I never thought I'd ever see live, and I never thought I would see Alexander the Great. I mean, truly, like that song in particular, and then just to get even more out of it with Caught Somewhere in Time and Stranger in a Strange Land, it was euphoric. Like I said, it took me back to 2008 when I saw them play Somewhere Back in Time, and my life was changed, A Matter of Life and Death, that record changed my life in 2006. Summer Back in Time changed my life in 2008. And, ever since then, ever since I got into him in 2004, 2005, so I've been a fan for 20 years. But, when A Matter of Life and Death came out, I don't know, something awakened in me, and it was just unbelievable. And when I saw them in Somewhere Back in Time, something awakened in me, and it was unbelievable. And throughout the years, it's nice that, there's some consistency back with touring and everything, because I know COVID took time away from us as fans, and I know I've said this before in the past, but I had seen them in 2008 twice on the Somewhere Back in Time tour, and then I saw them in 2010 twice on the Final Frontier North American tour, which is more like a modern era history tour. They played stuff from Brave New World, Dance of Death, A Matter of Life and Death, and one song from the Final Frontier at that point. So it was like more like a modern day history tour. And then I saw them once in 2012, and that was on the Made in England North American tour. It was a Seventh Son tour based on the Seventh Son record. They played 5 songs from Seventh Son, and it was the first time I ever saw Phantom of the Opera, first time I saw The Prisoner. And then so I was basically every 2 years I was thinking I'm going to get to see these guys every 2 years. And then after that, they toured with the Made in England set for 2012, 2013, 2014. So I'm thinking, all right, 2014 now, we'll get to see them. And then, no, we didn't. They did that album in 2014, Book of Souls. Bruce got cancer. And then they had to wait and push it back a little bit. So they kind of lost a year there, really. And then they came back in 2016 playing, but they weren't close enough for Matt and I to go see them. And then they finally played in Bristow, Virginia in 2017 on the Book of Souls tour, and we got to go see them. So that was awesome. So there was a 5-year gap until I saw them. So it was like 2012 to 2017. But then since then, it was awesome because then 2 years after that, it started again. 2019, I saw them twice again on the Legacy of the Beast tour. And then COVID happened. And then we lost 2020, 2021. We got Senjutsu, which was great. But then they had to push stuff back for that because of COVID, and then they put at least 3 songs in the Legacy of the Beast set in 2022, which is what I saw them. So it's been 2 years again. So I saw them in 2022, and I saw them in 2024. So it's been cool to go back to this kind of like 2-year thing, because that gap for 5 years was super killer. But again, they just announced Run for Your Lives tour next year and into 2026. So I'm sure they'll play around here in 2026, and I'll get to see them again. So it'll be nice to see them then. Yeah, phenomenal. I don't know what else to say about this tour. It was another home run. for me as a fan anyway, because like I said, if you're walking into this as a casual Maiden fan and you don't like Somewhere in Time, the record, or you don't like the new record, Senjutsu, you're probably not going to like the tour. You're probably not going to like the show if you don't like any songs from that, or you don't like that. I mean, I would think if this was the first time you were seeing them and you were casual and you never really listened to their music and you kind of just wanted to see what they were all about live, if you go to a show, you're going to love it. But if you're a Maiden fan and you're like not a fan of the more proggy stuff, like you don't like Senjutsu, you don't like Somewhere in Time, you're going to walk into this and be a little disappointed because you're probably only going to get 5 songs that you want to hear, and that's the other 5. You know, when we were walking out, my girlfriend and I, we heard some people in the back, and they were talking, and they were like, why'd they play 5 songs from Senjutsu and 5 songs from Somewhere in Time? Where was the rest of the stuff? You know, like, I wanted to hear Number of the Beast. I wanted to hear Hallowed Be Thy Name. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like I feel like telling these guys, like, guys, they played the same set now for 2 years. Like, they played this all 2023. They've been playing it all of 2024. You can literally go to Setlist FM and look at their set list, what they're going to play. And it's the same set list. Like, you guys should have known. Like, they've been playing it now for over a year. Like, they've been playing it for a year and a half, the set list. So, I don't know. It's almost like, pay attention. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people go in there and they don't look at those things and they want to keep it hush-hush. They want to see what happens and they just kind of want to see song for song for song. I'm not like that. I want to know what's happening, and if I can figure it out, I'm going to. So, but yeah, I knew the set list already, and I knew it was going to be awesome, and that's what excited me about the tour. And I will say, you know, I'm biased. We're going to play stuff just from the X Factor, Virtual 11, and No Prayer for the Dying. I would still go because I love them. They're my favorite band. They're more than a band to me. I've said this a million times. You know, they're a philosophy to me. They're a religion to me. They're a way of life to me. They are them as a band, their music, who they are as people, the artwork. I mean, it's a reflection of who I am as a person. And obviously, they helped me make me the person I am today. They're as much of a teacher to me as, you know, my family, my friends, and even, you know, college professors I had. They are that influential on my life. And that's why they're my favorite band or favorite thing in the whole world. And I'll always be a fan. I'll love them until, you know, the day I die. And I'll love them long after they decide to hang it up, or they retire, or they quit, or they do whatever. I will still love them. They're still going to be my favorite band. I mean, they really do feel like a family. Even seeing them again, you know, I haven't seen them in over 2 years, and just walking in there and seeing them play again, it was like, and it's over in the blink of an eye. You know, you get so focused on the set and the songs, and you're so into it. And then before you know it, like, it's 2 hours just gone in the blink of an eye. Like, I couldn't believe how quick it went. It was just unbelievable. I was like, it's over already? It's over already? You know, and then the Monty Python Always Look on the Bright Side of Life comes on, and I mean, it's phenomenal. But I will say, I'm going to try to put some clips up on this video from all the songs. I recorded bits and pieces of every single song, and I kind of want to attach them to the end of this so everybody can get a little glimpse of what I saw last night in Pittsburgh. And, yeah, thank you guys for supporting, you know, Matter of Life and Maiden. I've seen, you know, in the last month or so, a lot more subscribers. You know, we went from having like 38 to like 60 people now, which is awesome. Keep telling your friends, keep telling your family. If you like the content, yeah, subscribe, you know. Post comments. Post your experiences with the band, what you saw, what you've seen, when you first started listening to them, what's your favorite album, what's your favorite song. You know, this is a life part of it. You know, do they influence you like me and Matt? Like, they influenced us to play guitar. They influenced us to be musicians. They influenced us to go out and find, you know, historical works and works of literature and things that were interesting we never knew about. You know, but I think, you know, Matt and I talked about this in the very early days of the podcast, the first couple episodes. That stuff was in Matt and I already. We kind of were historians. We kind of were philosophers. We always liked science fiction. We always liked fantasy growing up as kids. And I think I said this a couple times, you know, J.R.R. Tolkien was a huge influence on me as a kid. Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman were huge influences on me. The Dragonlance books, R.A. Salvatore, Dritsto Erden. And, you know, I play Dungeons and Dragons nowadays, too. I'm like a big nerd. I love fantasy, and I love all that stuff. And all the stuff, the fantasy genre, the science fiction genre, comic books, and Maiden, like the musical side of it, they wrap everything into this awesome package. Like for me, when I look at their artwork or their album covers, I see like it's comic booky. It's very detailed, very pristine, just epic art. It's epic art. It goes down in the annals of history as some of the greatest album art of all time. But if you do look at it, you can compare it to like the works and these famous art pieces that were drawn by the illustrators who did illustrations for Lord of the Rings, and Frazetta with Conan the Barbarian, and the guys who did stuff for Dungeons and Dragons, and the guys who drew for Batman comics. I was a huge Batman fan growing up. Todd McFarlane and Greg Capullo and all these guys that I loved growing up too. Magic the Gathering. I'm a huge Magic the Gathering fan. I play that game too. Like I'm a nerd that way. And the artwork on those cards and those things. And then you look at Maiden, and I'm attracted to their album covers and their music because of Eddie and their artwork and their album covers. But I'm also attracted to their music because of what they sing about, what they talk about, what's in the lyrics, how it sounds. It's very progressive. It's me. Like they're me. I feel like they're a part of me, and that's why it's so compelling. And I'm always on edge when I hear something new coming out about them, or what's going to be next, or what's going to happen, because they truly do mean the world to me. Like they are a significant part of my upbringing, and they help shape me and who I am. And I know I'm probably like beating a dead horse here because I've said the same thing like for the last 10 minutes, but it's so true. So if you get a chance to go see these guys, don't hesitate. Make sure you do it. Next episode coming up is going to be me going over. I did an episode a while back, probably about a year or two ago, right after Matt and I got back from seeing The Legacy of the Beast 2022. And my dad actually went to me on that show, and he loved it. He was like, wow, they're so theatrical. My dad never really listened to Iron Maiden, but when he went and saw it, he was like, wow, that was an awesome show. And he loved the Trooper, and he loved Front of the Hill. He loved it. He was like, yeah, I'd definitely go see him again. And that's somebody who never even really listened to him. He went and saw them, and he was like, wow, that was awesome. So he really enjoyed them. I talked about taking Jeremy to the 2019 leg of Legacy of the Beast. My friend Jeremy, his first time he ever saw him, and he went out and bought a guitar immediately after he saw them because he was like, wow, this is amazing. And then we took a couple of our friends too. We took my brother. My brother loved, he couldn't believe it. He's like, best concert I ever went to in my entire life. To this day, I talked to him, he's like, yeah, best concert I was ever at. They're amazing. If you get a chance to go see them, and like I said, try not to be so closed-minded when you go see them. If you are a fan of their early stuff and you don't like Somewhere in Time and you think they're focusing too heavily on that, well, that's the point. That's why they did Legacy of the Beast first. They were like, hey, look, we're going to give everybody all the stuff so there's no complaining. We're going to give you a really nice mixture, and then we're going to go out and we're going to focus on what we want. And I saw this interview with Bruce a couple days ago, and he was like, we go out and we do this stuff because we do it for us, but we're taking our fans on a journey with us. And if they love it, that's why they love us so much, because we're true to ourselves. We don't do this for the fans. We hope that the fans enjoy what we're doing for ourselves, basically. And we hope that they love what we're doing. And if that's what we can do, then that's awesome. And that's so true. Because they're so innovative and they're so progressive that way, and obviously they're doing the right thing because, I've seen Bruce too. Look out in the crowd, and he's like, there's people here who I've seen who are, in their 70s, who are there, at the age of the band, who are with him since day one. There's people like me. I just turned 38 this year, and I've been a fan since I've been 18. So, I'm more like head towards the middle range category. And then there's people I see, like friends I follow on Facebook or Instagram and stuff. You got kids on there who were like me when I turned 18 years old, or in their 20s. They're starting to become fans too. Like, let's say they became fans like around Book of Souls. They became fans around, Senjutsu, just even the album that came out a couple years ago. That's what's so great about them. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. I'm just sitting here like at the altar worshiping Maiden, and that's what this podcast is basically about, because that's what we do. It's about Maiden, and it's about our love for them, but it's also about our life and what we've experienced with them and the journey that they've taken us on. And I'm still going on that journey with them. And like I said, I'm going to continue to do it until they hang it up, and until the day I die. If they're still around. Till the day I die, I will continue to go on this journey with Iron Maiden, and I will try to get as many people as I can into them, because they are They are the academics band. They are a person's band. They're more than a band for me. They are a way of life for me, and I mean that wholeheartedly. So I'm going to try to upload some of these clips here and go through. Please enjoy them. Some of them are pretty long. Some I got some bits and pieces. Some I have full songs. But, if you want to take the time to sit through these and look at them, I hope you do. If not, thanks again for listening to A Matter of Life and Maiden, the podcast of the Beast. Take care of yourselves out there. Up the irons. Remember, Maiden is life. The rest is history. Long live Eddie and the boys.
to a place we began. Rock with no anger, rock with no fear. Devilish children playing in silence below barren wastes. Confusion, hunger, am I still awake? Have I ever told you about my time machine? Sit you down and tell you everywhere I've been. I've been the blind man, not the story again. Let me tell you about it, let me take you there. Don't you know the night, and the little mind. Take you down and tell you, listen what you find. I'm a creature, I am the man. And you cannot imagine what I've seen and done. I have lived a long life. I have seen the world. I'm just don't know it's time to live. Standing by the steamboat, captain on the ball. I've seen the God's face. I have no disgrace. I have heard the God's cry. I'm in the wind. Where do I get started? Where do I begin? Eerie reflection, darkness is there, wedded to danger, betrothed to despair.
Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a free man.
My son, ask thyself another cure, for that which I leave is too small.
who walks alone. When I'm walking a dark road, the night is strolling through the park. When the light begins to fade, sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Your turn! I have a phobia. Someone's always there. of the angels filled with peace. Take with your hand on the earth, the road that you have, the way of the one with the fall. Burn the light with your fire in your hand. Take with the joy from your hand. Love and anger. Love and danger. Love and anger. Love and danger.
Thank you.